Most of us think of a presidential pardon as the definitive example of justice delayed but not denied, or when the stark disproportionality between crime and punishment is reconciled by a benevolent purveyor of justice. But Donald Trump has already pardoned or commuted the sentences of 5 people, twice because a celebrity asked him to. And it has become so impulsively odd, with Trump even suggesting he might pardon himself. It is a relief that some members of Congress are calling for him to explain his methods. He pardoned a brass-knuckled, sociopathic sheriff who was convicted of contempt for defying a judge's order to cease racist profiling and detaining Latinos based only on suspicion, a pardon that delighted white nationalists and doused racial tensions with gasoline.
He pardoned a vice presidential advisor convicted of 4 counts of lying to a grand jury investigating the Bush administration's vengeful outing of CIA operative Valerie Plame, a sign that Trump believes the crime of exposing an American spy is excusable, when done in service of protecting the White House.
He pardoned a racist blowhard who pled guilty to campaign finance fraud, someone so loopy that CPA disinvited him to its last convention after he mocked the child survivors of Parkland. Message: Michael Cohen knows. He's facing the same charge. The president has the power to pardon almost anyone except in cases of impeachment, the Constitution posits, and so far he has used that power to grant get-out-of-jail-free cards to the likes of Joe Arpaio, Scooter Libby, and Dinesh D'Souza.
The emerging consensus, every time he flexes with a pardon, Princeton historian Julian Zelizer says, his goal is to show legislators, investigators and critics that he can use his authority to protect and punish. There are thousands of others who have filed requests, people subjected to unfair prosecutions and inept legal representation and absurd sentences. Yet these are 3 of the 5 Trump chose for clemency. As a White House official told BuzzFeed, Trump is not playing the sort of 3-dimensional chess people ascribe to decisions like this. More often than not, he's just eating the pieces.
But his motives are blatantly political, and the assumption is that Trump is preparing to pardon the targets of the Mueller investigation, including himself.
That would be a historic abuse of the presidential power. For one thing, it's a travesty of justice to pardon people who may testify against you. For another, nemo iudex in causa sua. No man should be his own judge.
As Representative Bill Pascrell put it, the pardon was not meant to be a weapon for the president to use to undermine justice. But this president has repeatedly sought to do just that.
Pascrell and Representative Ted Lieu, Democrat California, have filed a resolution that would pressure the Justice Department to produce any document or recording that describes Trump's use of pardon power, and expose any plans he might have to pardon anyone in Robert Mueller's crosshairs.
It probably won't get out of the House Judiciary Committee, but this is a debate that is worth having.
Americans did not elect Louis XIV. But Trump is likely to use the pardon as another method to place himself beyond the reach of law. He already obstructs justice by firing investigators. He enriches himself through foreign policy. He threatens and bullies lawmakers. He may still ignore a Mueller subpoena. If the GOP is serious about protecting the Mueller investigation and whatever integrity that remains in the federal government, support of Pascrell's resolution is one way to show it.
Kardashian winning Trump pardon shows terribly wrong process.
The Beat with Ari Melber. MSNBC.